Dallas Mavericks minority owner Mark Cuban seemingly is still bitter over his team's loss to the Miami Heat in the 2006 NBA Finals. He claimed while on a podcast not all that long ago that the championship series was stolen from his Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks minority owner Mark Cuban seemingly is still bitter over his team's loss to the Miami Heat in the 2006 NBA Finals. He claimed while on a podcast not all that long ago that the championship series was stolen from his Mavericks. Wade is in rarefied air for his title run in 2006 in the sense that he was the best player on a championship team in just his third NBA season. He was also just 24 years old when he captured the Finals MVP award for the Heat after averaging 34.7 points, 7.8 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 2.7 steals, and 1.0 block shot per game in the championship series. The 13-time All-Star was particularly great in the Heat's 4 wins in the best-of-7 series, as he didn't score fewer than 36 points in any one contest from Games 3 through 6. It's true that Wade drew plenty of foul calls against Dallas and averaged 16-plus free throw attempts per game in the NBA Finals, but that fact alone isn't enough evidence to definitively claim that the series was stolen from the Mavericks. Plus, like Wade said, the Mavericks eventually got their revenge against the Heat. Dallas beat Miami in 6 games in the 2011 NBA Finals behind some huge performances from legendary big man Dirk Nowitzki. That title run gave Dallas its first championship in franchise history. Hopefully, in light of Wade's response to Cuban, the latter will stop trying to discredit Miami's run to a championship in 2006. Cuban should be looking ahead to the 2025-26 campaign, as the Mavericks might just be in a position to contend in the West if the chips fall in their favor. The Heat will get 2 chances to play the Mavs in the regular season. With Heat owner Mickey Arison set to be inducted into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame this weekend, and team president Pat Riley among the prior honorees slated to present him, Riley reflected on his 30 years with the organization, per Anthony Chang of the Miami Herald. "Mickey and I had that kind of relationship back and forth, but always positive about what we're trying to do," Riley said. "If he didn't like something, he would tell me, I don't think we should go that way, and I wouldn't go that way. If he said, go for it. Damn right, let's go for it. We had the same mentality. But if you don't take a risk, a Big 3 type risk, signing free agent All-Stars LeBron James, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in 2010, Lamar Odom type risk or Shaquille O'Neal type risk or Jimmy Butler type risk or whatever it is, then you're too afraid and there's a fear of failure there," Riley continued. "So, when you make a calculated risk, he has made a lot of them with me. Some of them haven't worked, some of them have worked big time." With Riley running its front office, Miami has made a total of 7 NBA Finals, winning 3 championships. There's more out of Miami. While playing for their respective national teams at Eurobasket this year, Heat role players Nikola Jovic, Pelle Larsson, and Simone Fontecchio are all showing out in larger roles than they've had in Miami so far. Still, Ira Winderman of the South Florida Sun-Sentinel cautions that their production shouldn't necessarily indicate that they're capable of taking a leap with the Heat in 2025-26. There had been strong rumbles last month that the Heat were looking into trading Fontecchio, according to Mark Stein of the Stein Line, Substack link. Stein notes that this buzz happened before Miami traded Haywood Highsmith to Brooklyn. Now that the Heat find themselves below the league's luxury tax following the Highsmith deal, there is likely little urgency to offload Fontecchio. With Jovic playing an outsized role for his native Serbia in Eurobasket, Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald considers whether Miami would be served better by starting the young forward in the front court next to Bam Adebayo over center Kel'el Ware. Jackson notes that shifting Adebayo to the 4 spot, while starting Ware at the 5 last year, proved statistically more effective than keeping Adebayo at center and starting Jovic. The Los Angeles Lakers are reportedly at the center of a blockbuster NBA trade rumor that could reshape both the Western and Eastern Conference. According to the speculation, the Lakers would receive Jamie Jaquez Jr., Andrew Wiggins, and a future first-round pick from the Miami Heat. In exchange, Miami could land LeBron James, and in some versions of the rumor, his son Bronny James as well. This potential deal would mark one of the most significant moves of the upcoming 2025-26 season, with immediate and long-term consequences for both franchises. Disclaimer: The data and analysis in this post are based on conjecture as of right now. Although the information is based on reliable sources, it's crucial to remember that these are not official declarations or verified actions. It is advised that readers use caution when interpreting this analysis and wait for official updates as the off-season progresses. How the trade is structured. The proposed deal involves multiple moving parts to balance contracts and roster needs. A Los Angeles Lakers receive Andrew Wiggins, Jamie Jaquez Jr., and a future first-round pick for Miami. Miami Heat receive LeBron James and possibly Bronny James, depending on the final package. Minor role players and additional picks could be added to complete the trade. Wiggins and Jaquez Jr. join the Lakers, while the Heat get back a former championship centerpiece in LeBron, aiming to boost their immediate contention chances. Why the Los Angeles Lakers would consider this move. Trading LeBron James would be a seismic shift, but it also offers the Los Angeles Lakers several advantages. Youth and athleticism. Jamie Jaquez Jr. brings two-way upside, while Andrew Wiggins is an experienced defender and scorer. Future draft capital. A first-round pick gives the Lakers added flexibility to retool or rebuild. Roster depth. The incoming players provide much-needed balance across positions. Salary control. Andrew Wiggins' contract is sizable but manageable for a player of his caliber. This move would signal a transition toward a younger roster, potentially building around Luka Doncic if he remains the team's centerpiece. Why the Heat would reunite with LeBron. For Miami, the benefits are clear. A championship window. LeBron immediately boosts their title chances in the East. Familiarity. He knows Miami's system, culture, and leadership structure. Bronny James factor. The addition of Bronny could create both a family storyline and long-term developmental upside. Roster flexibility. By trading Jamie Jaquez Jr. and Andrew Wiggins, the Heat consolidate talent into a proven superstar. This move would rekindle memories of the Heat's earlier championship runs with LeBron at the helm. What it means for LeBron James. LeBron's perspective in this deal cannot be ignored. At this stage of his career, returning to Miami could provide a legacy building, another run at the finals with a team where he already won 2 titles. Fresh motivation, a change of scenery to close out his career. Family connection, the possibility of playing alongside Bronny James. Better contender status, a stronger immediate supporting cast than the transitioning Lakers. For LeBron, Miami represents both nostalgia and opportunity. Player implications, Jamie Jaquez Jr. and Andrew Wiggins. Both incoming Lakers would see major changes to their careers. Jamie Jaquez Jr. gains a bigger platform in Los Angeles, where he can develop in a large market with increased exposure and potentially a larger role. Andrew Wiggins returns to a contending environment with a chance to re-establish himself as a reliable two-way wing alongside star teammates. Their performances in Los Angeles could determine how successful the trade becomes for the Lakers. Pros and cons of the rumored trade. How this trade could affect the NBA season. If this trade happens, it would reshape the league's balance of power. For the Los Angeles Lakers, it marks the end of an era and the beginning of a youth-driven future. For the Heat, it reignites championship aspirations and headlines a potential second chapter for LeBron in Miami. The ripple effects would be massive. Not only would the NBA see one of its biggest stars return to a familiar franchise, but the development of Jamie Jaquez Jr. and Andrew Wiggins in Los Angeles would also become a storyline to follow closely. The rumored Lakers-Heat trade involving LeBron James, Jamie Jaquez Jr., Andrew Wiggins, and a first-round pick has the makings of a franchise. Defining move. For Los Angeles, it offers youth, depth, and draft capital. For Miami, it is a chance to reclaim title contention with one of the game's greatest players. For LeBron himself, it could be the perfect final act to his storied career. Also read, NBA trade rumors. Golden State Warriors reportedly eyeing $112 million New Orleans Pelicans star Jonathan Kuminga key asset, with so many moving parts and high stakes for all involved. Fans and analysts alike will be watching closely as this rumor unfolds heading into the 2025-26 NBA season.